grave. I can walk to Grandpa Bill's grave, Granddad John, Granddad L.A. Davis, all out there. So we'll get to that fact. But the butler of the story of Butler, Florida, if you look it up, you'll see that, and the Butler Plantation, that's where Grandpa, we call it Grandpa Bill, but his name William Jefferson Sherman. So that's so the land that I'm saying that my grandmother, my father's mother owned, is still all intact. He had 13 children. He left 10 acres apiece to all 13. Yeah, so that's basically my story. And right now, I'm still working in my community. I work with, and I did some tutoring, some after-school tutoring with the young people in my community. I chose on Wednesday because there was a prayer meeting at the churches. And so on Wednesdays, I collected the students in the community and did what we did was do homework. And throughout that process, young people that are now very grown and got children. So I started this program alone about 20 years ago. And right now, today, those same students come and we appreciate what I'm able to pass on. And that's the legacy of their people. So when you ask me who I am, like you said, my answer to you is I am one of we. You know, I'm the son of John and Dorothy Daniels. I'm the grandson of Roberta Morel and Moses Morel, John Daniels and Minerva Sherman. And proud great-grandson, and I can go home so I can get all of my people in. But my answer to you is I'm one of we. I'm not here all by myself. I'm a collection of all those people I just named. Yes.
And now, let's start creative business talk. I'd like to welcome to the stage my co-host, Miss Kimi J. The J stands for just in time. The C stands for justice. The J stands for it ain't just us. What's the other word? The J stands for jump shot. Okay. So, can you tell us about your life? She said whole life, y'all.
So my name is Kimi. I am a publisher of Purple Path Publishing. I won't go over my whole life, but let's see. I started out in publishing by publishing a magazine called Purpose Driven Women Magazine. A lot of how I operate is God says go, and I say okay. And so initially I was a hairstylist, and I felt like I wanted to do something different. And I thought I was going to do a hair magazine because it just felt like that was in alignment. And then God said, no, I want you to do an empowerment magazine called Purpose Driven Women. And so I said, okay, well, I don't know anything about putting things together in that way. You know, a hair book, you just take pictures, you know, it's easy. And so I consulted the Lord, and He gave me what to do, and I did it from 2015 to around 2019. And then He talked to me about doing a publishing company. And so to confirm, because He has a sense of humor, He had a lady reach out to me, and she said, "You're my publisher." And I said, "Well, how do you know that?" And so she said, "I know that you are my publisher. I've been praying about publishing my book, and God led me to your page," which was at that time still Purpose Driven Women Magazine. And so because I knew what was going on behind the scenes, we linked up. She became my first author, Shantae Moore. And then since then, I think I've probably published about 35 titles. So that's it. That's my story. And then I made a mistake and put my foot in my mouth and was talking to my big brother Keith, and I was telling him about public speaking, and I was telling him that I was nervous, and then this is my third year doing this, and he continues to find a way to put me on the spot.
So, y'all that know me, don't tell me you want to do something. If I can do it, consider it done. I want to know, okay, the next one is this day. What happened? And she's been doing it ever since. So, and the same thing with life, y'all. Life should be lived till you're never on the spot. Get used to that. That life is a stage. Don't be different on the stage than you are. Be you. Be a beautiful you, cursive you, italic you, bold you, underline you, but be you. capital U, lowercase, but be you. And you write the you want to be. You don't care about the other letters. They just make up the other words we use sometimes. You are a letter alone, person, entity, a being. Yes, you're not just a letter. You're something that's better. Let me start preaching. Anyway, can you start a little closer? I'm doing live. So the people that can afford the free show, they can still see. So, is there anyone out there that got the idea of having a book, but haven't started anything yet? Let there be one. Talk about this like church. Let there be one. So, what would you want to write a book on?
I like to inspire. That would be my goal to inspire. That's about where I'm at right now. I actually before actually I was invited by Assembly with about a month or so, and out to the Black and Black Line, and I looked at it and I said that could be a way of reaching people and inspiring them. So I'm just here trying to see. I feel like I'm being ready to do this. I'm just trying to see what it's all about.
That's what's up. And, and speaking of a book, y'all, a lot of people don't write a book. I can't do that right. It's gonna be too long. I don't got enough information. If you go to a preschool, they have books that are 3 pages long. Somebody wrote that book. Somebody got paid for that book. Somebody that's going to want to copy that book. Because a lot of preschools got that same book. Your book might inspire people that's not even born yet. You can tell, I nobody want to read my book. Some people might use your book to learn how to read. You don't know. You don't know. Plant the seeds in which they shall grow.
Well, my story is I'm gonna write a historical book because I have wonderful like the guy that was up there talking, Mr. Aki. I have a
say
legacy.
his name right.
What's his name?
My name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Akko.
There we go.
Mr. Akko, okay? I have a family legacy like that. I am the 4th generation educator in my family. So there's a lot of history that I need to write about. But I'm working at a private school now, and I'm thinking I need to write a psychoeducational manual for parents, for children who are moving them here and there, because I'm running into that in my new position. You know, kids who need to be tested and parents avoid somebody saying your child needs to be tested and run away. And we need to find a way to, because those children still need the help. So when we bounce from school to school and not looking up because the parents are running away from the labeling, I need to do something as an African American woman. Tell parents, stop at your children if they need disabilities. Like if I need glasses, I need glasses. So we can't keep running away from what we consider maybe negative labels, when we need to think about educational empowerment. And I need to write a little manual, just a quick manual about how to evaluate your child and when is it time to get.
Hey, not to cut you off, it's on my brain. So she keeps saying label, right? So the second time she said label, guess what my brain went to? Huh? Label, you call it, no, it ain't. Let's stop taking that L and be able.
Well, that's what I said, enable.
No. That's what I'm saying. When you say label, let's stop taking that L from label, and you got be able.
Yeah.
So they keep running because they don't want to take that L because they think it's negative instead of being able. That's all right. Motivation, inspiration. Anybody else?
I'd like to say something along those lines too, as you're speaking. And I volunteer at a camp, every summer for the last 3 years in the county. What I found out, this past year, I found that our children are really way behind. And, we cannot expect the system to educate our children. And it's gonna have to be up to us to educate our children. The schools that they're, with the Jews and their children, Hitler University, that's what we doing. Right? That's what we doing. So, what I spoke of earlier, I took the time out to do it on Wednesday because I'm a prayer meeting. The parents in the church, I had the students in the hall. But now, I'd like to just relate one other thing. When I was in Washington, D.C., I was with a group called the Washington Saturday College. And that meant that different colleges, Howard University, D.C. teachers, Georgetown, all of those colleges gave some space for anybody that wanted to volunteer in this program to teach. And I think that this summer, man, it just hit me so hard at the camp that these guys, I was telling them about slavery, they thought it was just a story, like Matt Dillon or something like that, you know? They really thought, they didn't really have no real understanding. The guy asked me, he said, you mean to tell me those people work for nothing? You know? And I'm explaining to them what the work so bad, the brutality of it. But anyway, they did not know. So I'm still volunteering there. And my plans are now, I used to at my home too. So my plans are to continue to get the students that want to learn. Not the ones that want to be fighting. If you want to learn, then you come to me.
Anybody else thinking about writing a book and haven't started yet? Nobody? So anyone that started a book, but needs some inspiration to continue or to finish it.
So I started a book about a year ago with Kimi. I was fired up.
Can everyone hear her?
You can hear me. I was fired up.
Hold
ready
on,
to go.
camera, can y'all hear her on YouTube? Oh, you good?
So the book is about my dad, who passed away about 4 years ago. So it's been taking me a little while to, kind of get through without stopping on it. I can't do it. So I am here tonight so that I can finish these 5 pages, so that I can get
So you got 5 of them. So Kimi, what advice would you give to her to help her motivate herself to finish that book?
First and foremost, commit. Just commit to the process. You already have a storyline. See, she's a little bit different because I know what got in her way as far as grief, and when you are writing to honor somebody that you love, you have to also honor your process as well. But I would also just say commit to the process, even though it's been a year ago, and when you're writing, I'm guessing memories come up because you're incorporating him in the storyline, but also just keep knowing the reason why you're doing it. You're doing it to honor him, and there's also a powerful storyline as well. So the biggest thing is just commit to the process. I wouldn't say rush yourself, but commit, because as long as you commit to the process, you're going to get to the finish line. Thank you. You're welcome.
Anyone else that started their book and hasn't finished? What part of the process are you in?
I guess it would be more like editing. The book that I
Did you ask this Will to come to the reaper at all? I don't know if you know how to do it.
So I started writing a book. It started as a kind of a letter to my son type of thing, and it started evolving. So the book is basically a manhood manual, and it's based on things that I felt like I didn't get, or that I had to learn as I got older, or from elders or uncles or just various people, just mistakes that I've made. So that's kind of, I would say it's like a cliff notes on life, specifically for young black men, and I have two.
Why did you come here?
I agree, because I have 4 books coming now.
Oh, you're an author already.
I am, but I'm gonna switch. They're all poetry. There's 3 children's books that are poems and then a book of poems. But I wanna write.
You said a book of poems?
Poems.
Oh, poems. I heard you say. I'm just saying y'all paying attention. We got to write each other more. I'm just saying y'all look.
But I wanna write a novel and those books journals, so they're different than the kind of writing.
So, what you want to write? What do you want to write about? Like, what do you want to go with the novel?
Yeah, I have mine, but in the novel I wanna write kind of my story a little bit. It's about a woman who is called Rose of Harmony. It's about a woman who is looking for something, love, whatever, throughout her life.
All right, stop right there. Look in front of you. Look at all these women. Talk to somebody like.
Oh, thank you.
No. I'm saying.
Yeah.
To get to know them, you'd be surprised what one line they might say will give your character something to go with.
Right.
Like, learn to pull if you're thirsty, if there's no water around, and you see a well, what you gonna do? You're gonna get that water. And you're gonna drink all that water from the well, and then you're gonna be probably drowned. But learn how to deal with it and how to get stuff. And it's inspiration all the way, all around us. Don't block yourself from somebody. Meet a stranger. Meet a stranger. Meet a friend. Some friends change, you can hold us. You might be hold, but learn. And speaking of learning, when Khalil was talking, he said something about teaching his son like from his mistakes. Just because it's a mistake doesn't mean it didn't have purpose. Just because it's a mistake doesn't mean it didn't have purpose. Learn from it, grow from it, teach from it, educate from it. Don't just let it be mistake, because sometimes the mister won't stay too. You get it, mistake. Anybody else got a book that's already finished? What's your name, man? We did introduction earlier, but the people that came on in time, so you maybe. Yo, where? Okay, pressure to potential. So you saying it's not safe to read a book and while you're driving and you get the audio? Life lessons, y'all, life lessons. I got so she's saying from homeless to happiness. So don't get boxed in. All right, remember that. Don't get boxed in. And why did I say that? Right. Because homeless people, they live in boxes. So when you're homeless and you're not happy, just because you're homeless, don't mean you can't be happy. Don't get boxed in. Like even if you think outside the box, you know.
Being 17 years old on the streets of Philadelphia, kicked out by my dad, I've seen no happiness for a long time. So it wasn't until I got, I guess, right now, you know, after you've seen what God can do and elevate you to a place where you can't even imagine this stuff that's still blowing my mind that He's entrusted me with. So that right there is enough to share with somebody that seems like, doom and gloom. This is the motivation.
So Renee, when I met you, I think it was in 1996, 97. You had a hair salon on Lake Bradford. And to know you then, I never saw a book in you. But I didn't go around looking for books in people, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Some people got stories, you know them how you better. You never know their potential sometimes.
Well, I
Their-
came
their
to
growth.
school. I can't believe I got a school. And must that's not about a book.
Right. So to see you grow the way you have, like even without the book, it's been beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And you still here. Some people grew and gone. You still here. You survive. And all of us are.
But I love telling.
But you always gone. You know where you we in Miami right now. King. We got to turn the phone on. We got to put it in airplane mode. Like, what? I fly down the road. You fly out the country. That's all right. Anybody else want to speak before?
I do want to say something to her point because we are all busy, and I had a author that published her book, and she called me one day, and she was having an issue with just getting. She's a talker. She knew her story. She knew what she wanted to say, but just getting it on the page and finding the time to write. And so I mentioned to her to just record it, talk it out, and just record it in your phone. And she did that, and she would send me the voice memos, and we transcribed them, and we turned it into a book. And so there are workaround ways, you know, even with Word, they have a dictate tool. You can sit at the computer and just talk to it, and it will record. Now, of course, you're gonna need an editor, you know, to clean it up, but don't let not having the time stop you, because as she said, audiobooks is good, but also when you're in the car and you're wanting to write, you can have your phone on record and just talk out your story or talk out that inspirational message that you want to share.
Some of y'all talk to yourself anyway, just record it. That'll be talking to me. Y'all hear me? Yeah, you heard me? Anyone have writer's block or think they have writer's block? Because if you do have writer's block, she just gave you the cure for it. If you got talking block, you got writer's block. Talking. Change how you are. Like you playing basketball, there's more than one way to score the basketball. But there's only one way to score a basket. You can lay it up, free throw, 3-pointer, you still gotta go to that basket to get the point. Now I hope y'all get the point. So try different ways, all right, different angles, all right. Ask your friend. Don't just sit there stuck. Don't sit there stuck. And some people they don't want to write about themselves because they don't want to tell their secrets. You can write about yourself and not tell your secret. When you tell your secret, that's when you want people to know your secret. Say something y'all be posting on Facebook. All that book material. Y'all are giving it away for free. Getting them likes. And get nothing for it. Write the story. And go ahead.
I have a question. How did your book do?
How did what now?
How did your book do?
My book did well. Now my book, which is this book right here, the poetry book, I actually wrote that book in 1996, but it didn't look like that. I used to go to Kiko's Copy Corner and print it out and get the little binders and all that. That's what we do then. But when I saw the black on that rhyme, I stopped selling my book. But 3 years ago, people still ask, like, I heard you got a book. I seen something you got a book. What a book at? So I'm so busy pushing everybody else, so I just redid the book like that. And I think I sold with 300 copies hand to hand. So it did, but what's crazy, I got 2 more books ready. But I was waiting after this to plug that, because I want to plug y'all right now. And so when y'all get your books out there, and some of y'all got, like some of the poets, y'all got CDs. Put the CDs into a book. Same poem, just put it in a different medium. Don't sit on your ass, but don't sit on your assets. Yeah, because you got a race. But y'all got your gold mine up here, but we won't put it down. We won't put it in the bank. We'll just keep it up here. There are so many untold stories in the cemeteries and in the prisons. In the cemeteries are locked in coffins, the prisons are locked in bars. Unlock your bars and put it on there. But get your stories, y'all. If you got elders got so many stories untold. So many.
That was good though. That was good.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And y'all got to talk to them, ask them. Some of them want to talk about their life, but y'all don't want to hear. Y'all don't want to hear. You want to ask what's in their will, see if you're in their will. That's why they don't want to talk. They try to kill me off. No. Talk to them about their childhood. You'd be surprised how some stuff, when people say history repeat itself, history don't repeat itself. We do. We the ones who repeat ourselves. And a lot of times we repeat ourselves because we don't know what's been done before. We always see what it is instead of paying attention to what it was. So, anyone else working on any projects?
Yes, I'm a published author as well.
How many books?
4 or 5, I've done a young adult novel, southern short stories. I'm also
Mr. Willie, can you? Yeah, because Calvin did do what he thought he did. Thought you had said it twice. You cannot use the mic. You,
So, I love writing, writing since I was a child. I published my first book in 2011. I've written short stories, but I also love helping other people write their own stories. I'm a ghostwriter. I've helped a couple of people publish their novels.
so when you say ghostwriter, what is that?
Okay, the person telling the story is the author, I am the pen. So I write for them, I help them get copies, I'm also an editor if anybody's interested. And I edit and I send them on to a publisher. So I've, helped a couple of people get their books done, I'm working on 2 right now. And so we're gonna need a publisher. So, I come with clients, you know, at the ready, so, and I really enjoy it, I do love hearing other people's stories, and they struggle to begin. Like I said, my motto is, have a story to tell, don't know where to begin, you be the author, I'll be your pen.
What? So you are ghostwriters. You got bars. We're talking about spitting. That's what's up. Anyone have a business that oh, let's do this. Anyone have a business, raise your hand. You got a business, raise your hand. All right. What business you have?
Life coaching.
Life coaching. You have a slogan?
Yes.
What's your slogan?
Transforming MDs into bright new beginnings.
I like that. Mr. Listen, you have a business? All right, what business?
It's natural skincare products.
You're not a lawyer? Cause did she say that when she came on stage? Oh, no, she said, my name is Melissa, I'm a lawyer inside there. Now she got natural skincare, but instead we gotta inspire her. So what's the business you have?
I'm an attorney. I
Attorney.
have my own law firm as well.
So on the law firm, do you have a slogan?
No.
All right, and the other business is,
Natural skincare.
do you have a slogan for that? All right, so let's come up with a slogan. Which one, the law firm first or the skincare? So let's do lawyer first. So when you think lawyer, what do you think of? All right. So what about this? I'm your people if you need something legal. I see exactly what you're talking about. I see exactly. So that's the start. So if you gotta think of something catchy, something real, something tangible. Think of something people that represent you. So we say we're black on back rhyme. What we do is back on back rhyme, but the truth is called back talk. What's the truth? So if we say back talk, crowds say talk back. If people be in New York sometimes, they'll see somebody with a shirt on. They'll be like, back talk. They yell, talk back. They'll take hey, no, so it's something that people remember. Make it, they might not ever need your business, but they might have a friend that might need your business. They might have a neighbor that needs your business. Might have an enemy. You didn't get your lawyer, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna sue you, get your lawyer. You call her, you need the best lawyer, you never know, you never know. So think of something that will stay with people, because lawyers are down a dozen, slogans are. And just because she said a lawyer, watch this right here. We have any other lawyers here? What type of law do you practice?
Estate planning, guardianship, will, probate, marriage property.
That's she said will, so her slogan should be, when you want, I will. So you have a lawyer, right, but you have two different types of lawyers. Just a lawyer itself is very general. There are so many types of law. But find something that says what you do. Now you told me to combine them, right? So she's a lawyer and she got skincare product. Watch this. I take care of your skin while you're getting paid. All right, anybody else have a business what business you have? Real estate. So what's the slogan for real estate, y'all? No, you got one, we know you're gonna talk. And that's, see, I say one for you too, so I wanna make it organic with, they might think it's, so she does real estate. What's the slogan for real estate? That could be a fishing pole. Yeah, I got a real. So real estate is land, contracts, property. No one can think of it. What's some other words you think about with real estate? Forever home. Real property.
Don't rent and rent. I like that. Don't rent.
What did you say? What you said?
Want somebody to lay your head.
I got a phone call rest on here. Let me do it tomorrow, in fact. So no one can think of something? Any day? When you think of real estate, land, what do you think of?
Longevity.
Longevity, mortgages. Ooh, there's more to gain with your mortgage.
Air property,
Air property,
heirs.
heirs property. So what is your slogan that you have? She didn't write that, did she? No, she got it. Such a girl, go get at my sister. But you had a ghost line. Who else has a business? Crystal. What's your business?
A hair studio. I have a slogan already, you want to hear it?
Well, we was trying to, well, I know you know your slogan. I don't want your slogan to influence what we say. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
The other way
Do you want to
around.
know the name of the business or no?
Yeah. We only know what you tell us.
Okay, KWE Hair Studio.
KWE. So I know what that stands for.
I know.
They don't.
Right.
Tell what KWE stands for.
On stage, I'm known as Crystal with an E.
So that's KW. Kuwait? What happened to the A? What's it with the A?
Just go with it.
Oh, all right. So she has a hair studio called KWE.
Hair Studio.
Giving you sound advice for your beauty.
No, I don't want to encourage that.
Y'all know why I say sound?
Yeah.
Because she said studio. Anyone else have a business? What's the name of your business? Indeed or Indeed? Indeed? Artists in need my services in need. So we're gonna switch to my co-host. You write the book, right? Yes. You what do you do for a living? What do you do for hobby or in your me time? Yeah, I know the answer to these questions. I'm just trying to. You write poetry. You have a book. That's it, man. So you are working on the book. So you're working on the book. She's so shy. Well, on stage she's so shy. On stage you're like, that's not the same person to sit down. Yeah, that's the same person.
So she performs poetry?
She does.
So you have a poem? Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I have a full collection.
Okay.
We're working on a full collection.
Okay.
So Kimi, what's some of the reasons people don't finish their books that you know of?
The biggest, which is why I said the advice I would give to Tori is commitment. Because when you are committed, it doesn't matter what comes up, you're gonna find time to do it, right? don't have the time becomes obsolete because you make the time for what is important to you. And so even if it's writing, my writing schedule consists of like 30 minutes a day. Unless I just get in a zone where I'm just in my head and the storyline is there and I'm just writing. But for commitment purposes, I make sure I do 30 minutes a day. And so it doesn't take a whole lot. So when you're committed and you can see the finish line, then you're going to make time for you, right? Another thing I would do is say, put yourself on the calendar. We calendar everything else. You know, I'm a mom, a wife, I have a calendar for the family, I have a calendar for my clients. And so I had to learn to have a calendar for me as well. And so put yourself on the calendar and just commit to the process.
Well, I got a question, cause I got some property issues also that I'm fighting for. We got about land in that my parents and grandparents.
That's in Florida or somewhere else.
That's in South Carolina, yeah. And what I'm finding, just through researching, there are property, attorney firms set up across the country, but the catch is there's no guide to people fighting. Everyone seems to be fighting alone, and then we're losing the land, we're losing black folks' land.
That's right.
Left and right. And these property folks wanna come in, like John Deere, they want millions of dollars to do that because they're in the farm, okay? So they allocate millions of dollars to these little sources to help people. But they typically will help you when you've already got it solved legally. For those of us fighting to keep our property, you're typically on your own. And I've probably spent now about $40,000 with attorneys, and I've gotten, except I pay my taxes because of what they bet on. So what I'm getting at is informational pieces like that. Where do we go to publish that? Because there are millions, not anymore, but there are many, many families across the country that are trying to fight for their property, and they really have no resources.
Well,
And many of them don't have money to spend on attorneys. Like I pay all the property taxes, I fight with attorneys, but I can do that. But most people can't do that. That's how they lose their land.
well, I think that changes from state to state. Each state have different laws when it comes to real estate.
Yeah,
So,
black
that's why,
folks have lost 80%.
well, that might be true, but that's why actually what state is in. We actually have a probate attorney right here, but she can tell you that, but the main thing is getting the problem. What you're talking about, don't worry about anybody else. Write your book and everybody else might read it, and they'll learn from that. You'll spend more time trying to get them together when you could have been getting your story together and they got the book. And that's how you can stimulate information. And just say if you do it in Carolina, in Carolina, this is what happens. Like be specific with that state because what you tell them in that book might not transfer to California or to Florida. And they might be getting deeper into the situation instead of getting out of it.
Yeah, but the history is only 20% of black people who own their property still own it. And they're losing it I know what you're saying.
Think about why they losing it, Miss Cindy. Because the family, a lot of times the family ain't together with the property. Grandma left me this, my name on this
Exactly,
deed.
that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying, get that together and they'll start losing as much. Not saying it's gonna stop, but I work at the courthouse, so we see a lot of stuff like that. And they'll say, well, grandmama died and she raised me and she said this was my house. They pulled the deed up, they name ain't on there. Sometimes the grandma's name ain't on there because it was left to her. A lot of times we don't take care of our paperwork, and that's why our paper don't work. So, but what you're saying is it happens a lot all over, but we got to get ourselves together. Because guess what? They got their shit together to get it from us.
Because states will come in and take your property.
And it happens a lot. It happens a lot. One of my friends called me today about him and his mortgage. He don't even live in the house, he paying, but it's a lot of situations out there. So that's what, if somebody wrote a book about it, I guess it might inspire people to get it together. That's what we're here for. That's what we see, so many untold stories that we're going through, and we keep going through it. Remember I say history don't repeat itself, we do. We keep repeating, not writing about it.
So my question is, so informational text Is that a market for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big market for that.
You can publish right on Amazon. I do like how, Keith said, be specific to the state. So that way, when a consumer purchases that book, they know that they're purchasing it for the state that they live in. But there's also a way to generalize it with some of the concerns that you have as far as like the statistics around, people losing their air properties and why this is happening, and creating conversations around how to avoid this. So rather than getting to the logistics or the legal side of things, you can still start the conversation, right? And Amazon is like the biggest platform nowadays for authors, self-publishing authors, and people who are very successful. You know, so that's the way to get the book beyond yourself and have it on a platform where other people can go to it. But definitely thinking about how to generalize the topic to start the conversation, and then perhaps have some resources that people can go to get the legal help that they need as a reference guide in the back.
And do find other families that went through it.
And share their story.
Yeah. Because everybody, just when you go through the same thing, when you're going through the same thing, every variable matters.
Yeah.
And until you know what those variables, it enlighten people of what they are.
Stay out of probate, you lose your land with that probate.
See, in probate is not bad in the aspect if stuff is together. If the family together. A lot of times families spend money on probate lawyers because they act odds with each other. If you get your paperwork together, a probate lawyer is great for you. If you don't have it together, you're gonna be great for the probate lawyer.
But you have crooked judges too now, because I'm fighting a crooked judicial system.
Well, see, you say the judge crooked, and it might be true. No, because somebody else might be paying him to be that way. We don't know. It's so many different variables. It happens. Sometimes the judge look at his cousin to get your land.
Right, but the prime land, they want.
Yeah, they want it for a reason.
But you can easily take the passion that you have and start conversations and seminars, so that book can be low-hanging fruit to so many different other things to draw people in, and as you build that conversation, the resources will come, right? It's like, what Renee was saying about all of her, successes. It wasn't about the money, although we're talking about the audience and how to get it out there, but the biggest thing is just get started, and so that would be something else that I would tell an author. Just get started. Don't worry about your resources. Honestly, there's so many different tools that if you can't afford a ghostwriter, you have ChatGPT. If you can't afford a publisher, you have Amazon KDP. If you don't know how to publish on Amazon KDP, you got the University of YouTube. So if it's something that you want to do, there is a way to do it. And so what the passion that I'm hearing from you is saying is as long as you can get your words on the page and get started and publish the book, because of your passion, the conversation is going to create an atmosphere that gives the people what they need.
Well, I don't even think about that as a book. That's just a conversation.
But it should be.
Okay.
I think it's also, like, when we start something, it takes a long time for it to catch. Like, nothing happens overnight, and it's a struggle. Sometimes you're gonna get, somebody will say something that's gonna kind of knock you back, and you got things all over. It's a lot of times, I wanted to give up. There's a lot of things I failed at. I'm not successful at everything that I started. It's just the things that I held on to and I refused to quit on. It took 40 years to really get to that point in your life. It's not gonna happen overnight. If you write a book, it's not gonna turn over to be that, but you don't know when it's gonna come. When is it gonna pop? And so many times we get so discouraged. If you don't have the right people around you, sometimes I'm by myself. I encourage myself. That's what the Bible tells us to do anyway. Just encourage yourself. Sister, you got this. Just go on. You can do this. Look yourself in the eye. Sometimes you just have to put your own self out there.
So what you just said was find favor in self.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Don't stop.
Just like, because I know for a fact, like we get it, we got this passion, we wanna go with it. We talk to one person, same thing like Joe told his brother, look, I'm gonna move forward. You tell the wrong person, they can dream, they go down the drain. And I'm not sure off your point. You be careful who you talk to.
So what you just said was before you tell it, detail it.
know your why, you're not necessarily looking at the measurement of your success in the quantity, but the quality, right? Because sometimes you think, oh, I'm gonna write this book, it's gonna be a bestseller, I'm gonna be on this show, I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that. But what if it was only for one person that was thinking about ending their life and they picked up your inspirational book, and because they read your story, they got the encouragement that they needed to go another day. So sometimes we have to shift and not control necessarily the outcome, but do what it is that we are led to do. Because when we do what it is that he's calling us to do, or what we feel led to do, then the rest, and we give it to God to do what he wants to do. But if we stop at, well, I don't know how this is gonna be, or what if somebody don't like it, or what if this, because like she said, all it takes is one person to sow the wrong seed. But if you're not married to your wife, that seed begins to take root. But if I know I'm writing my book to leave a legacy for my family, ain't nothing nobody can say to me. I don't even care if anybody purchased my book or not. When I wrote my book, My Umbrella Has Holes in It, it was because I know I needed to do it for me. It was 10 years of hell. I had did my work. It was a healing journey, and it was a celebration for me. And so for me, it didn't matter if anybody purchased my book or not. It was because Kimi needed to do it for Kimi, and I needed to come from behind the walls and announce it to the world that I am my authentic self. But that was because I knew my why. And so when you know your why, you're not easily discouraged, right? And so your why, your commitment, that eliminates the whole thought of, do I have enough money for it? How is this going to happen? You know, there's many things. You use your faith on a daily basis, whether you realize it or not. Whether you decide to go to Wendy's or you decide to go and sit down at Connors, you're using your faith, right? And so it's just a matter of how you want to apply it. Know your why.
Know the alphabet too, because you're gonna need to write, use those to write the notes. Go ahead.
What happened with me, and it probably happened with all of it, it started out like a little spark, like a little small flame, and you didn't even know that it could get bigger. And then something inside of you said, this flame can get bigger. I just have to protect it and feed it, protect it from the elements, from all these other people that's trying to put out your fire. But once you get your wife, as she said, it turns into a fire. You can't put it out. It's gonna burn you like old folks used to say, put some matches to your butt. You know, it does that. Like what happened with me in the situation I was in, I found myself staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning. So nobody was bothering me, my phone wasn't ringing. I could sit Facebook down and not post anything, even though sometimes I did post 3 or 4. But you can sit there and do that research. Like if you have an informational book, my first one is kind of an informational, and you can deep dive into Google and ChatGPT and get all of those ideas and get it out. Because once that fire starts, it's not going to go out till you get the book done. It's like giving birth. You know, you get pregnant, it's not over till you get rid of that baby. You got to get that baby out.
And when you write a book, you categorize yourself into something else. You're an author now. And if you're an author, sometimes you can make more money speaking about your book than selling your book. It opens up another form of revenue. And learn it, like right now, learn to speak in front of people. Public speaking is one of the biggest fears. Conquer it. Why are you scared? Why is you scared? Who's scared of public speaking? Come on. I want you to sell who you are to them.
Can I say something about the public speaking?
Let her go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I said before, everybody, like I said before, oh. I was gonna. Okay.
heard it 5 times. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Keith Rogers, that's capital K, capital R, boom, boom, boom. Tell me she's scared to talk, but she was doing it 3 times, that's all right. It's like your appetite, said, I go.
Hey everybody, I'm Dahlia Thomas, I'm a new licensed, real estate agent, and I just got my first listing a couple of, weeks ago, or a week ago. And I'm on the journey of trying to sell it, so, it's a 4-bed, 4-bathroom, single family home, and it's literally walking distance from FAMU, Cascade Park, and Myers Park, so. Or if you're looking to buy, you know, or sell, or rent, or lease, that's what I do. It's 279, yeah.
That's how I say it, 279. So let me ask you this right here. What's the benefit of owning versus renting?
You're building equity and creating generational wealth. Instead of, well, renting, you're paying someone else's mortgage, but when you buy, you're putting that money back into yourself.
But what if renting costs more than my mortgage? Why is that? Well, with a mortgage, it's cheaper a lot of times because it's spread over 30 years.
Yeah.
You're renting 6 months, year lease, so you're paying more for that shorter term. Same thing with 7-Eleven and Walmart. You're paying more at the convenience store because it's convenient. You're paying less at Walmart than you buy. So the same thing. So a lot of times you're paying rent, it's easy to get a mortgage. So you're gonna be a client for 5 years. And guess what you got now? Now you become the landlord and make money on other people's exactly processing and determination and ownership. So sometimes you gotta take advantage of your disadvantage. You gonna work on that speech.
Sell myself.
Your business, so you got 2 of them, so I don't know which one you're doing. So do you have a field publication?
Not really.
Have you ever had a field publication?
Not really. I speak in public, not a lot, but I speak to people a lot. I'm a very personable person, like my clients, they hire me because I think the way I talk to them, I'm relatable to them. I've been in different environments. So my name is Alyssa Grant. I am a criminal defense attorney. I went to FAMU undergrad as well as FAMU law school. I don't think I've always have been like so outgoing and easily to talk to people. It was mainly going to FAMU that got me into it. When I came to Tallahassee, I was like, oh my God, everyone's so friendly here. I didn't grow up like that. Everybody was much more keep to yourself, don't tell your business, stay in your place. Whereas when I came to Tallahassee, everyone was outgoing, everyone spoke, introduced themselves. I recently got divorced and started back practicing law. I moved to Tallahassee for a big law firm job. That didn't work out for me. I decided to open my own firm. I have not done any advertising to this day, and I have plenty of clients word of mouth. Most of the time, my clients tell other people about me, family members. That's basically it.
What's your specialty?
Criminal defense.
Say again.
Criminal defense.
Okay.
Yes.
We know you did it.
But I mean, it doesn't matter if we did it. All that matters is what they can prove.
No.
Hello.
All right, how about?
Okay, all right.
Feel better?
two lovely daughters, the realtor, the spoken word artist slash clerk. I'm an attorney, I've been practicing for 30 years. I specialize in guardianship, estate planning, which includes wills and probate, and lately I've been on sort of a tour to help people with their heirs property. I've done numerous workshops, talking to people about estate planning is the first line of attack to prevent heirs property. But once you're in an heirs property situation, I talk to people all the time about how to fix it. And yes, it can be expensive, but what I run into is people who are paralyzed with indecision. They don't know where to start. They've got family drama. And I see money number one and family drama number two is the reason why people don't take any steps to fix their heirs property. So I go around to senior citizens centers. I've done numerous workshops. I've offered to speak at churches and family reunions. I just want to get the word out there. I'm planting seeds right now, hoping they will grow. Because I'd love to see Black people reclaim the property that we've lost. God's not making any more dirt, so I'd like to help people keep the dirt they have. And it starts with a conversation with the family. I've seen people who, with really many branches, and this branch won't talk to this branch because in 1942, grandmama looked at great aunt's boyfriend or something. And they passed that down, and now people don't want to sit across the table, even if it means saving the family's legacy, because that property is generational wealth. And I'd love to see people preserve that. They can put their differences aside long enough to save the property. We can put it in a trust, an LLC. One person can buy out the others if they're not interested. I offer solutions. I'm just waiting for somebody to come and take me up on it. I'm also a published author. I love to write. Practicing laws, I'll pay bills, but writing is my passion. I journal almost daily, and I tell people who want to write their own stories, you're already a writer. You know, you put pen to paper, you're a writer. So what turns you into an author is, like she said, the commitment. If this is what you want to do, then, you know, maybe tell one person, not the wrong person, but make a commitment to yourself that I have a story to tell, I'm going to tell it. If you need help, I'm a ghostwriter. I'd love to help you tell your story. I write stories for myself, and I just enjoy the process. So I'm an editor as well. I'm a fanatic for words. You know, you want to find an editor because part of your writing journey should include an editor. Your eyeball should not be the only one on that page because our brains will fill in mistakes. You might be missing words, you might miss the continuity, but your brain fills it in so you don't see it. So I always encourage people to put an editor on your team. Never send anything out that somebody else hasn't seen. So that's what I do. I'm an attorney, author, and I can be your pen. Thank you.
Mr. Callaway.
Yes, ma'am.
Sell yourself to the crowd. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little or a lot?
You got 20 seconds.
I can't. 3 minutes, somebody time this right quick, right? Let me know when it's 3 minutes and 29 seconds. My name is Charles Lewis. I am a licensed insurance broker. And I've done it for 30 years, that's all I've been licensed. The lady that was talking about wills, stuff like that, generational wealth, the best way that you can do it. The attorney here probably, y'all would probably think is to get you a trust. Put everything that you have in a trust. I don't care how small it is, I don't care how big it is. Put it in a trust. have levels of trust, so you can do that too. But I know Keith called me up here simply because I'm running for governor here in the state of Florida. I am doing this, I took whatever equity I had in my home, I took that money, and bam, I said that I'm gonna do this. And that is what I'm doing, everything. Right now, I'm trying to raise $400,000. How much time I got? Trying to raise $400,000 because we need, and I need your help. And what I've been going out doing, and some of you here tonight, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think the state needs? Some of the things that I've talked to people about, they don't wanna pay property tax anymore. But if you don't pay a property tax, you're not gonna have anything to do as far as your fire. So my solution is this. If you are between the ages of 60 to 70, let's just say your property tax is $3,000. My proposal is that you take off $1,000 automatically. If you are between the ages of 70 to 80, you're gonna take off $2,000 of whatever your property tax is. If you happen to be that the Lord has blessed you and you're over 80, you are not going to pay any property tax whatsoever on your home. Simply because we lose our homes because of that. Our seniors lose their homes because of that. We don't have generational wealth because we don't plan. And if any of you right now want to know, set up things, if you don't have life insurance, you need it. How small, but you need it. Help, you need it. Long-term care, you need it. And yes, I can do all of that. Just want to let you know, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And if you're ever congregation, I will give you my telephone number. Got a pen and paper, you can write that down, like right about now. Okay, yeah. My name is Charles Lewis. I am a retired Marine. Woo! Yeah. My telephone number is 850-284-8629. I have another number which is 448-220-0309.
Wait a minute now.
Huh?
Say that again. Don't laugh, no.
I'm at 338. Yep, I guess that's why she's an attorney. But anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Keith. Thank you.
So y'all just heard from four individuals. What did y'all get out of that story? It's all different. Well, we had two of them had the same profession, but the story was different. That's how stories are, y'all. Yeah, you can have a love story, but you can have somebody that loves stories. And you can love, the two loves are different in that sentence. So everybody pull out a pen and pad, or pull your phone out and go to Google Doc on your notes. So in poetry, there's this thing called a haiku, which is a 17-syllable poem. The first line is 5 syllables. The second line is 7 syllables. The third line is 5 syllables. I want y'all to write a haiku about one of their stories. And if you, listen, you write about one of theirs. You don't write about your own, all right? So we have 4 different stories, y'all. Let's write a 17-syllable poem. We had a criminal lawyer with the FAMU, haven't done any advertisement, but word of mouth. We have a real estate agent selling her first house, and it won't be her last, because her house ain't made of glass. She don't throw stones, she stack them and build brick by brick. What? We have a probate lawyer we had somebody talking about airland and some. That's your book right there. Y'all ain't each other's book. Yes, y'all are each other's book. We had, Mr. Charles running for governor. I run for exercise, he running for governor. That's what his levels are running. His levels are running. All right? So y'all think of a haiku. 17 syllables. First line, 5 capital. Don't see you right. Put that phone up.
I already got mine ready.
5 syllables the first line, 7 syllables the second line, 5 syllables the third line. 17 syllables. I spend my time fighting for those who have committed crimes. Future clients of mine. What? Yeah, you gotta write that down, mister. I spend my, I don't know how many syllables that was. It was close, it was down. I did a Calvin.
You know I'm not gonna be 5 seconds. Not me, I got mine.
Just because you are an amateur fisherman doesn't mean you won't need probate. What? What? Mr. Charles, I don't see you writing.
It's called recording.
Okay. You got your haiku already recorded?
No,
Oh, all right.
I'm just recording you.
Oh, okay. Anyone need help?
I just wrote the word help when you said help.
You're not got good eyesight, right? Anyone need help? We got some professional haikus in here that can walk around and help you.
We can help you out.
Anybody not past the first line? The first 5 syllables? Anyone not past the second line, the 7 syllables? Okay. Kimi, you ready to hit them with the Jeopardy theme song? Oh, is that Will? Is it Jeopardy? Yeah. It goes like. Anyone got one finished? What you got? You got one capital? Go ahead. No, come on.
He thought.
Cut Calvin. We record. Yeah.
Alright, how y'all doing? Good.
So who you doing yours on?
Speed. I did mine on Speed.
Somebody said it's Speedy?
Yeah, just Speed alone.
All right.
I thought I was saying that wrong, but. He thought he was fast, but he was wrong about that, because I came in first. I'm sorry, I can't find messed up. He thought he was fast, but he was wrong about that, because I came in first place. Speed.
And that wasn't about people, but yeah, it was haiku. Anyone having a haiku about the speakers?
Yeah.
You got one?
Absolutely.
What you got?
I got works in real estate, gonna help keep the state real, running for governor.
Anybody else? What you got? Hold on, who's for her? Who is she? Oh, listen.
So this law is what I do. Done a crime, I will help you, like I've helped with you.
Okay, she went out with it, okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I got one.
Hold up, what you got?
So this is for our lawyers.
Which one?
Defense,
All right.
yes. Break the law and see how black on black crime ain't it. It's the shit stuff.
It's the what?
Shits.
It's the what?
Shits.
I like that. All right.
The system.
Ms. Thomas?
For the kids.
Yeah, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, wishing for that one to fight for the justice land, no lead, Alyssa Grant.
Anybody else?
I've got one.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Cindy.
Okay, I am an heir to land my forefathers fair with their love for thee.
Okay, and I like how you did D. Cause I thought you was like some people say the, some people say D, but she did the THEE. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead.
My name is Walter G. I'm just your kid on steroids, put music worldwide.
That's what's up. Distributed. You know what's crazy though, right? So the tie in the lawyer, and the tie in the lawyer, you are music trafficking throughout the land. Yeah, so you know trafficking is a charge. Yeah. So what we just did, y'all, those are haikus. So if you ever find yourself want to write something and you stuck on your book, something your story, write some haikus. Get that creative process started. And you'd be surprised where it ends. So although y'all didn't raise your hand, what did you have so far? You didn't have anything? What she said? This what you got so far? Oh, you can't find it? I couldn't find it. What was the rest of it? You know what, so I couldn't find it. Apparently, I done lost my land. OMG. So that's what I'm saying. Even you not finding it can be inspiration for something. Write it down. It doesn't become history until it's recorded or written. You can do oral history, but it changes from person to person. But when you look at history, they usually pull up some recording, something's recorded somewhere. You ever call grandma and say your name on that, that's your property. If it ain't recorded, it ain't your property. You gotta go through the process. Same thing with writing, though. You gotta go through the process. And the process is different from different people. Some people can think on the spot. Some people got a Dalmatian. You gotta go buy a Dalmatian to think on the spot. So you choose your dots. Let me stop. Or not. But so Kimi, I think you should call somebody from the crowd to somebody that will take an L unless it's in their name.
Unless it's in their name. Some is, let's see. Come on up. I got some questions for you. Questions.
You're afraid of public speaking? You talk loud, all right? Y'all do what y'all can to make them nervous.
All right, so I have some questions for you. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Well, a little bit about my book. It started with journal writing, and I was spending most of my time alone. I was going through a healing process, a major medical situation that took me off my job and kept me in the bed. I didn't want to live anymore. And so it started coming to me, and so waking up day after day, I kept asking the question, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And so when I heard that I was supposed to write, I was like, I don't know about that. And then when I heard to write a book of songs, I was like, I don't know about that. But anyway, during the process, I still was writing, I still was journaling every day. And I came to the first workshop that Keith had, and Kimi was doing it, and I began to talk to her afterwards about my vision. And I thought I was gonna start then, and I didn't start then. I came to the second workshop, and so I told them the second workshop, which was last year, I was like, okay, I already got it written out, all I gotta do is type it up and get some stuff to you. And so it still took me a couple of months, but I did it. And it's a book of poems about my healing journey. and it's called Emerge from the Vine.
Alright, so aside from writing poetry, what are some of the other things that you do?
Well, it wasn't really writing poetry. I started out just writing and coming to Black and Black rhyme. That's what inspired me to kind of change into poetry. But other things that I do, I have from suffering with chronic pain for many years. I started a chronic pain support group, and I also do some praise dancing, home health aid, beekeeper, I'm learning gardening, life coaching,
Okay, so,
a mom and a grandma.
yes. Yes. Okay, so, tell us what's one thing you would want to tell an aspiring author.
To not give up and trust the process. It is a process, and because I already had it typed up, had some things written up and typed, I thought it was gonna be pretty easy. But I found out that it wasn't easy because it was hard for me to be vulnerable. It was hard for me to even share what I had written with Kimi because I thought I was writing and keeping it all to myself. So I would say, don't give up, just trust the process, and if you heard it, then you're supposed to do it, and just keep on doing it until you finish.
Okay, one last question. You talked about the challenges and how you have to keep going, but what was one of the things that you did to keep going, to get over that hump of, thinking that you were just writing this to keep for you, and then now you're about to release it to the world?
I talked to you. I talked to her, she's a really good encourager, and she was able to even say some things that I wasn't able to audibly say. So I was having many challenges coming up throughout all these different processes. I had my mom that died and my grandma to come, taking care of my grandma, which is now in the nursing home, so I had many different challenges, had other deaths in the family, and even being sick myself, I had like 5 different surgeries in March, but I still kept in touch with her, and even if I didn't get in touch with her, she reached out to me, so that really was helpful to have somebody in your corner, and I had other friends, a couple of other people that was pushing me, and Arco was one of them, pushing me to not give up on what I envisioned.
And I will say this, because she inspires me so much. There are times where we have a deadline or she has an assignment to complete, and she'll message me and she'll say, I'm walking in the doctor's office, I have a procedure, but while I'm getting the procedure done, I'm gonna be sending the whatever it is. Despite her personal journey with chronic pain, she never let it get in her way. And so that's why I say when you know your why and you're married to your why, you do whatever it is necessary to get to the finish line. And maybe it just starts with a conversation. She mentioned first just reaching out. It's never about money with me. It's all about hearing your story and being your biggest cheerleader. I call myself the author's best friend. And so what does best friends do? We listen sometimes, right? Sometimes you just need to talk. Sometimes you need to process. And so she reached out to me. It was a year later. She reached out again. I talked to her just like it was the next day after she called me the first time. But what I admired about her, and because of her tenacity and her made up mind, her determination to get over the finish line, I did not care how long it took her. I was going to reach out and be her accountability partner because I saw that she had a desire and she just needed somebody to help push her and hold her accountable. And so I just want to commend you because you took your time, you did it in excellence, and regardless of what was sent your way, you stayed focused and you did what God told you to do. So I want to congratulate you tonight for your hard work.
So Kimi, I think you should call up, and what we're doing, some people have started their books, and if you haven't started your book, everybody here has been in that position before. Because when you go from no book to a book,
Yes.
some people are in different stages.
All right, so Tori, tell us a little bit about your.
Miss Renee.
Yes.
Y'all come up for a minute, we don't leave. Announce the event. They have an event coming up, I want to announce it. Yes, she coming too, but she was in the whole time. There you.
So our pastor's anniversary, Pastor Roosevelt Roger had. Yeah, it's shades of blue, and Keith is gonna be our MC, so y'all know it's gonna be on and popular. So it's not churchy.
Right.
No, and Miss Janet, she's over the whole thing, of course, I'm her partner in crime,
Who
so.
you say, who over the whole thing? You say miss or minister?
Minister.
I mean, curse on that fucking minister?
Okay.
You probably praying for me, huh? I'm just playing.
Well, Jesus had some cussing folks with him too,
Okay,
right?
right.
So anyway, but anyway, y'all come on out, it's gonna be at,
And September 20th at the Samuel Scott Center in Quincy.
we
We all that have you guys, we got a jazz. His name is,
Mr. Sachs.
yeah, Mr. Sachs is gonna be providing the music, it's great, and then we have a DJ.
we got some tickets, they $25, y'all.
Great food, you're gonna have a lot of fun, so we would love to have y'all.
Where can you get the tickets? Like, you can't get them right now. I'm saying, do you have someone?
Be prepared, that's what's up, right
You can
here?
go to Eventbrite. We're on
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. You can
And what was
go
the
to
name of the event?
Timeless Blue,
Timeless Blue.
Old Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church.
Alright.
Timeless
Soiree.
Soiree.
Yeah, y'all gonna have fun, Keith has provided all the entertainment, so y'all know it's gonna be on. Okay?
Mr. Charles you the ticket, he don't know it yet, but see how he said, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to come to Charles.
Yeah. And talk to the people, cause it's like I said again, it ain't church.
I will give you my card.
We might do boots on the ground, we might, it's more stuff. Yeah.
I enjoy it. I really did.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
Hey, y'all, and before y'all leave, y'all, look at everybody's faces, y'all. And we gonna get them 3 months, and give everybody 3 months. When y'all sitting at McDonald's drive-thru, you shouldn't eat McDonald's. You gonna say, hey, what chapter you on? You already gonna know what you're talking about. Don't be this person. Be this person. Be this person. All right? So thank y'all. You ready? I gave you a breather.
Right, see, it's time to pay.
Okay.
Okay, Tori, tell us a little bit about the book you were writing.
So, how I met Kimi, I FaceTime. And so, she was doing a children project for actually Scott. Zoe goes to the zoo. And so, I said, hey, but I didn't know where to start. I had already kind of started writing my manuscript. So, I still didn't reach out maybe 6 months later.
Yeah.
And then we got started last April.
Last April.
April passed again. And, my sister just keeps saying, Tori, what are you doing? Well, the name of my book is called The Spotted Frog. The Spotted Frog. And so basically, the book is about my dad. The hometown he came from is Bartow, Florida. I kind of had, kind of grieving. I know I didn't want to write the book about grieving, but I wanted to talk about how he always told me I was beautiful. It doesn't matter how you look.
So, I like how you said that too. So I was beautiful.
And so,
Words of affirmation.
so the book basically just talks about not everyone is the same. So just because this frog has spots, and this frog doesn't have spots, he's still beautiful. And so, but I tell you first, I also have incorporated sight words and colors in the book.
Yes.
So that when you're reading the book, or the child is reading the book, they can see where they can find the colors and the sight words and that kind of thing. So, that's what I am.
It is very interactive. It's a beautiful story. And what I also love about it, and I don't know if she's still doing this, but she also was partnering with her daughter to do the illustration personal. She is taking a lot of time with it, and so I'm hoping that tonight she gets the spark that she was looking for and contacts me so that we can get that going with the process.
Yes.
Because she's gonna be what, y'all? Committed, right? Committed, yes, awesome. You're welcome. Nicole, hey, come on up. Yes. And then somebody told me, I'm not gonna tell you who told me, but it's a lady in the back in red, and your presence is being requested closer to the front. Hey, Nicole. That's his conversations with Nicole.
So Nicole is one of our top supporters of Black on That Rhyme. I just was on her YouTube show, well, a radio show, Sunday, did a wonderful interview. But Nicole, I remember Nicole before she started, she talked a lot, but she didn't have conversation with Nicole. And I remember she said she started what she's doing, what, 6 years ago now? I said 9, 6 and 9, same thing. We got a lot of show tomorrow, so 6 and 9 are very important. No. Anyway, and look what she's at now, y'all. Like just hosting events, got a radio show, got a YouTube channel, got a regular job, got an irregular job. She saw something, she had a thought, she had an idea, she had a purpose, she got a process, it's still under the process, like, because the process might change on you. Stuff ain't the same as it was 9 years ago. Stuff been changing, y'all see stuff been changing. Be a frog, go in your tadpole, do your frog status and go in your lily pad and keep on jumping, all right? You keep on jumping. Life ain't stopping, keep on jumping. Do not be pondering around and stuff.
Keep Rogers, leg talk.
So Kim can ask you some questions, Nicole.
Okay.
And while we're doing this, y'all, show you that everybody's process is different. Some of them have similarities, but people do different things in different realms that you can. If you have to get the gab, you can be a radio host, you can be a DJ, you can be a poet, or not just a poet. That's good. Use your mouth different ways. Use your writing different ways, all right? You know, they say people that lawyer like to debate people all the time. Or just in court.
All right, Ms. Nicole, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So from Miami, came to Tallahassee to attend FAMU, graduated from the School of Business and Industry, worked in affordable housing for about 20 years with a local housing organization and our state housing finance authority. I'm back in affordable housing at Big Bend Habitat for Humanity, serving as the Advancing Black Homeownership Program Manager. I've been doing that for a little over 2 years. And Conversations with Nicole started in March of 2016, focused on community connection at Nefertari's Fine Dining, one time for Nefertari's of NARS. And so from that time to this, we've done 14 pre-recorded seasons that have been on YouTube. A few of those have been on the local Fox affiliate as paid programming, to which I was paying for the programming. And yeah, we've had our own television network on Roku. My business partner and I, Gerald Tooks, 2020 to 2023 Greater Works Network, which was a whole experience in and of itself. But I have gone to the radio now on 96.1 on Sundays at 8:30 a.m. And I do live broadcasts on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. for an hour that focus primarily on mental health and wellness in Black and brown communities. So it has definitely broadened my horizons, especially with the counselors and therapists that I have on, well, all of the guests, to be quite honest with you.
Last night's show was on Fixing and Flipping with, Polk County's own Robin Yant. And so, learned a lot last night about fixing and flipping, and that being a road to financial freedom. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
So y'all see how crazy that is? So we done had them, so she asked Nicole one question,
Yes,
and she gave y'all all that.
yes.
Be prepared to give yourself faith. We talked about that earlier. That's what you call preparation. And so by her being that, guess what she did? She got in the conversation, but we didn't ask about, she was told it, but she asked about it now.
Well, I did have
Oh,
a
she
question.
didn't tell you everything?
She did tell me everything, but there was one thing that I want to know, because she told me so much. Out of all of that, what do you love the most about what you do?
I think the thing that I love the most is just talking to the people.
Yes.
Like I cannot not talk to the people. Like I'm uncomfortable if I'm not doing conversations with Nicole, so.
Stop.
Yes.
So we talking about public speaking. Y'all just heard what she said? Fear of speaking. She's scared not talking to the people. Levels to it, levels to it.
For sure, and so not publicly, which is why I cringe when Mr. Rogers asked me to come up here, cause I
It's
don't
funny how I asked her when she ran.
really consider myself to be a public speaker, but I am a conversationalist. I love to have conversations with people. I love to lean in to what you are talking about, your story.
So I think Nicole should write a book called Between the Lines with Conversation with Nicole.
I love that. Yes.
Somebody write that
Between the
down.
lines.
All she
Between
got-
the lines with conversations with Nicole.
And all she gotta do is go get her show and put it in text.
And there's her book.
Book already written.
I think she should write a story sharing her story. Or write a book sharing her story.
So I plan to, I actually, my idea for a book is journal prompts that are based on short excerpts from my life,
I love that.
or even from my shows.
Both.
So yeah, so I'm working on that.
Yeah, could you tell her how we can follow you on the show?
Yes, Conversations with Nicole on YouTube primarily, that's where I really need your help. So please, Conversations with Nicole YouTube, please subscribe, please view. I know Weena and Tori, like, Nicole always send me these videos. Yes.
Hold up, you tell them why you send the video.
So I send the videos so you can play them. You don't necessarily have to watch them, but I do need you to play them, okay?
And why do you need to?
I need you to play them because I am monetized now, finally. Yes. So you playing videos helps to monetize me.
So stop. So when she send me that link, y'all, don't just play it. Send it to some of your friends too. And encourage them to play. That's like, sometimes we can help each other by doing small stuff. Not all stuff, but doing small stuff. It adds up.
Absolutely,
It adds up.
absolutely.
And one of the things that she said, and I want to point out because Renee touched on it earlier, she said it doesn't happen, well, Renee said it doesn't happen overnight. And Nicole said, finally, after everything that she's done and poured into the community because of her passion and her why, she never gave up. And now she's reaping the harvest of all of those seeds that she planted. And so sometimes you don't get discouraged by what you see. You have to be married to your why and your passion. She knows that to not speak to people makes her uncomfortable. So regardless of who's playing the video or not, while we want you to play the video, she's still going to do her, right? And so when you have an understanding of what your why is, it just helps you to be more committed.
There you go. I can't, like, she said that very well. So, I mean, I have definitely been motivated in this work. I do feel like this is my labor of love, and I'm not comfortable not doing it, so I press on.
And Nicole, so you do Sundays and Wednesdays?
I do Sunday radio, and I do live Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
So this is do some she did. I think she do throwback Thursdays.
Throwback
So
Thursday.
almost like the first episode, next Thursday, second episode.
I like that.
Next content, she
I like that, yep, and I got lots of content.
She has amazing guests, y'all. The reason why I say that, just because they said it back then, some of us can still benefit. We didn't see it. So some of that knowledge is still knowledge and relevant. We'll see some of those old episodes, you'd be surprised. I didn't know that. Earlier, Mr. Charles was talking about property tax. So what people don't realize, some people realize, a lot of money for education comes from property tax. So when they cut out property tax, that's less money for education.
Yeah.
They already trying to dumb you down. So that was the why. Yeah, we ain't got to pay property tax. Yeah, these schools will be more fucked up. So it's a consequence. I was riding today, this morning, and the thing that happened yesterday, and I came up with this word. I even made a beef, I just ain't posted it. But it's called consequences. Instead of consequences.
Consequences, yeah, that is.
But
He said it first, y'all.
He said it first.
But hold on. Let's y'all ask me for the question. But whoever asks the question, I come up here to do it. We ain't doing stage shot.
They don't got no questions.
Well, I mean, that's why I got a question. But not, oh, how
I'm used to asking the questions, not answering
This
them.
one, this good. Lady in red, what's your name?
Kayana.
Kayana.
You come up and ask me for the question? You know what's no dress code, right?
I just came from a meeting.
Oh. But y'all know each other too, this stuff be real good.
So Nicole,
Yes.
can you tell me about your most challenging moment in, moving conversations with Nicole forward, or when you were starting that one moment when you almost gave up and said, you know what, I'm not doing this, I can't continue this.
Hold on, did you go to that?
I did not do that.
On the spot, look at her.
So, probably during season 1, when I was just getting started, because I wasn't sure if it was something that people would support financially. I had a focus group and I kind of went real high in terms of what my thoughts were, in terms of what people would spend. And my focus group was like, yeah, no, you probably want to bring it down just a little bit, because this is just season 2 that you're getting ready to do. And so it was a bit of a reality check for me. And I don't know if I wanted to give up, but maybe I kind of got a little bit of a big head, and it was just like, okay, I need to reel it in something. So I don't think I wanted to give up along the way, but I've definitely had some discouraging moments. And probably those, again, were early on where maybe I had reached out to a particular guest and they turned me down. Or they were wanting something else in exchange for me them being a guest. Right, yeah. So, yeah.
So the conversation with Nicole, she had to find the story. That's what we want y'all to do with y'all books. Find your story. I mean, you are a story, but find your story, what you want to write about. She had to think about what she wants to talk about. So she can talk to everybody, but is it appealing, is it educational, is it beneficial, so.
And I would say also, don't get so hung up on when people like it, right?
Yes.
Or receive it, how will they receive it? It's not for, there was a purpose for you, right? And your job is not to worry about how it's gonna be received.
Well, not only that, right, because I was new to the space, and I had some thoughts about my skill, and, cause I wasn't journalism major, no kind of broadcast background, who are you to have a show?
Who are you not though?
Right, but people telling me, you need to interview, bigger names, and you need to go to a larger market, and you don't have enough views, you don't have enough likes. and so that was discouraging, right? But I didn't allow it to discourage me such that I quit, I kept pressing on.
So what you just said was, pressing on your pressure zone.
Thank you.
I don't know, she asked her what she did.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
Alright.
this is what we call flipping the script, so.
Hey, Anna.
Yes. Hey, it's my birthday, by the way.
Alright. So, you mind telling us what mango season is? She said she don't know. Okay, well, how does it feel to be in the skin that you in, Kenyon, on this day, on this,
It
on?
feels amazing. So there's a point where I thought it was 30 at first, 'cause, you know, when you get 30, you think that you are all lives and everything. But there is literally an age, and it's different for everybody, where you really don't care about other people's opinions. Like, it's none of your business. However they feel about you, whatever they think, whatever preconceived notions, that has none of your concerns. So the older I get, the even, I thought I was settled in that, but it's really getting really bad to where I think I might need a filter. I have to sit and pause, sometimes I think, let's phrase that a different way, but it's very liberating. And then when you are comfortable with who you are also more protective of your space, your time, your energy, who you allow in your orbit, and those boundaries, and what you will and will not accept. And not everybody will respect that. Not every, there's gonna be some pushback, but it's not about them.
Yeah.
It's all about you.
A story within Kiana that she wants to tell again?
Okay, sometimes we will compare ourselves to other people, where they are compared to where you are, and that by now spirit is very detrimental. I should be doing this by now. I should have been able to do this by now.
I got my book ready. By
By now. But I will tell you, everything that you have experienced in life, every job, every relationship, every disappointment, every rejection has built you up to be who you need to be right now in this moment. So don't ever think that, I had to go this route, and you all are gaining transferable skills. You're making connections with people that you don't know how being around them or even meeting them is going to impact you, and how you can pull that information and that relationship and whatever you gain from that to help somebody else and to reflect on within yourselves.
All right, stop. So tell them how we met.
You will know?
Tell them how you and I met.
Oh, back in the day when we used to have DVD players, there was a certain individual that sold DVDs that didn't have the. They were, I don't want to say the word. They were
bootleg, they were straight there, it was a good quality.
They were that, and so that was my dude. I would go find him, like, hey, it's Friday, I need to find something to watch for the weekend. And he was just my go-to for a number of years. One time I came from the beach and I was like, yeah, it's not my keys, I can send you a text. And he was like, come out of the house. I went in, got the DVDs and brought out a dog. So he's the plug for real. But yeah, that's how we met.
So I had a neighbor, she was moving, she couldn't take the dog with her. So I found somebody with the dog, I didn't want the dog. Hey, we got one thing, and that's what it's like.
Yeah, my husband would not, he was like, I thought you were in movies all night. Yes, so if you want to elaborate more.
So, guess what she is now besides a friend? She's my real estate agent. We just purchased a house. All right. My the relationship went from some fake shit to some real shit.
But it was all, it was great, and high quality fake shit.
So it went from some fake shit to some real estate. You never know what story will begin when you meet somebody. Sometimes you don't write, sometimes they write themselves. But you are wrong for not writing. If you got that urge to write, all right? So that's why I brought up Nicole, because I remember when she first started, before she started, about doing, she asked me whatever. So to see somebody like come up with this idea and go through it, it's still going through it. And the money wasn't there, but the honey was there. And I say honey because we got beekeepers back there.
Have you all ever had a thought or an idea, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea, let me do this, and you sit on it, and you sit on it, and you sit on it, and next thing you know, somebody else has got it, and we tell you, he's only gonna give you so much, and if you don't do anything with it, you'll give it to somebody else that will.
When I was in junior college, I was in student government, so we had leadership things or whatever. So they said, come up, we had to come up with a product, some market. Y'all would believe what product I came up with. This back in 1991, 1992. It was 1993, 1994. Guess what that product was? Take home aid sets. Right?
Wow.
Look what they got now.
Wow.
I still got the paper in the house.
Which house do you have it?
No.
You have a move somewhere? We doing that this weekend? No.
We're doing it in the
Oh,
but you never know what, like you said, sometimes we sit on it to somebody else get them.
You better visit us.
We gotta erase that. It's gone. That's a book, statute of limitations. But why red today?
Oh, I'm a member of.
I know.
Oh, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
All
We got
right.
our first.
Okay.
We got a sorority meeting, we just got out of, and I'm about to go turn up at SB Lounge on my birthday. So I'm gonna do a wardrobe change.
So what she just said was, I don't turn old, I turn up.
I turned up.
Yeah.
Just how old am I? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I you know,
It's okay.
how old I look.
You are 22.
Me too. My best friend, and watch 15.
Won't try to sell you a book.
Oh, that's like, I'm 48 now, but as, you know, it's so important to take care of yourself, and I'm learning that more and more every day, so now, find something you like doing. I love Pilates, and if I don't go in 2 days, I feel like I'm missing something.
So she said she turned 48, y'all ready for this? 48, now watch me.
Okay, I'm gonna go, you all have a good
So is there anybody else who's getting their stage shot? Anybody got public speaking fears? I wish I could say that now, but that's all right. Y'all have any questions? So on Saturday from 12 to 4, y'all, we have a book festival here. We have a book festival here. It's free to the public. We have video books. The restaurant will be open with doing some performances. And Saturday night we have Black Lives Matter anniversary show. The tickets are $20. But for everybody that's here right now, you can get in for $10. You gotta get the night though.
That's your Saturday.
I wanted to say free, but I know somebody already bought a ticket, so. Y'all want me to say free? I tell you what. If you come to the book festival on Saturday, and purchase a book for somebody. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something good. It ain't about the money, it's about putting people in share, enjoying stuff, especially verbal stuff, good clean stuff. We get so much negativity, that we need some positive. I try to push it.
That's Saturday night, right?
I do have one question.
What the call was before you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Johnny is a listener of Conversation with Nicole. He said he heard the show on Sunday, so he came back.
So, what's something that you remember from the interview?
I remember some of the,
Well,
I think you got a knack for words, and that's what I get out of it, you know, you bounce off words.
Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
People was calling and texting me, man, crazy hell on the radio. Can we record it like I was actually going to sleep. So I had to go on, and I actually get something like this. I played about 3 or 4 times. I had to go to work Sunday. I played about 3 or 4 times. Let's say about right, some of the stuff I said down. That was a real good experience.
Oh, so when you get on the road, you just go, huh? It's natural, huh?
But Nicole, it's people in here right now that I think deserve to be interviewed by you.
Let's do it.
If you think you deserve to be interviewed by Nicole, raise your hand. Or Cole, raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Lunchbox. All right, I see.
You already did?
I see. I'll give you my number.
Yeah. And I said, if you're a writer, you gotta score.
Yes.
But she got top of the everything. Mr. Shaw, you got your hand up?
Almost did, I did like that.
I thought it was stretching. I thought it was stretching. All right, what were we gonna say?
So what's the biggest difference between someone self-publishing and doing KP and Google versus going to an actual publisher?
So for me, with Purpose House Publishing, the biggest difference is having a team to serve you. And so that accountability, the one-stop shop. So whatever you need, we're there to hold your hand across the finish line. You don't have to do it by yourself. You can do it by yourself, but we provide that check-the-checker system for authors that don't want to do it themselves, don't have the time, don't want to do the research. I just worked with an author that'll be releasing her book, and she did the design piece, and she was really good with design, and she also told me that she was a researcher, and she was tempted to just figure out the process herself. But she said, why would I do it if there's an expert that I know that can do it for me? So for those people that don't want to take the time to figure it out, and you want to know that you're going to have quality, you're going to have a professional team that has your back, then Purpose House is for you.
All right, so I've been inspired by some people who are getting help with inspiration for this event. So basically, there's a book that I'm working on. This is, I know, kind of a broad situation, but like, it's kind of just, let me throw it out there.
Yeah.
So let's say if there's a book that, like I said, I'm a real superhero. So a book, my mission statement is to elevate human consciousness and learn positivity. So let's say this book is like the book that's going to help raise human consciousness. I put it on my computer, boom, now AI has it, now it's going to use that to enslave, kind of like this muddy the water to take the bit of the truth and corrupt it. So now, by running, before the book is done, I'm typing it. AI works real quick. So let's say I put the instructions out there, oh, this is a timer. AI is like, oh yeah, thanks for that. And now, before the book's even done, it can be used against humanity.
No, it makes a lot of sense, and so you don't have to use AI. And it's all about how you use it. For me, AI is a tool, but I want to say this.
I'm just saying that it's monetary. Every time you put something in a phone or a computer, it automatically goes on AI.
Oh, I get it.
That's a if you put it on better, if you're on Facebook,
everything on your phone is directed to the government, especially if you're working on uplifting the people.
But you can take it, you can take your word, the work, and put it and type it, and don't go about putting it on your phone or anything like that, and you copyright it, and then it belongs to you before you put it out there.
I hear what you're saying.
But what you're saying, no matter what you say and what you do, if you're gonna get it out there, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, so you're gonna keep it inside you and not get it out there?
Right now, it's physically written down, paper, that way it's kind of like classified, so to speak. At the same time, it's mostly about tactics, understanding how to put it out there in the best way, that we can not be able to use it, in a negative way. So I mean, just see if that makes any sense.
Well, if you go to Mexico and drink some water,
Yeah.
you're gonna get sick. But why they don't get sick?
Yeah, you do it.
They're used to it. Just because it's dirty water don't mean that it's all bad for you. Sometimes it helps with your immune system. Don't not put the truth out there because it's gonna get corrupted. If you don't get out there, they ain't gonna get nothing.
Oh, exactly.
And I already have a corrupted, I have a line in one of my opponents that just because, you educated on untruth, doesn't mean that you're intelligent. They stole your soul, now they price tag your level. Learn something. I mean, still put it out there.
Yeah,
10 people might get the corrupted version, but the person that gets the right version might be one that change the world. We don't know.
Yeah.
But remember, I said, it doesn't become history until it's written, until it's recorded. Being inside your head, not going to put it down because they might corrupt it, it's not going to benefit us.
What's the turnover from a fully completed book, let's say if I hand you a manuscript, say this is ready, how fast would it be able to be out for public consumption?
If you don't need editing, it can take as fast as like 4 to 6 weeks. If you need editing, then it may take up to 12 weeks. It just depends on what your manuscript needs.
All right.
And don't be trying to lag until you over your birthday that week.
All right.
Well, we do have payment plans as well, so we make it
I
affordable.
will be in touch, sure.
Mr. Cole, what's his name?
Johnson,
How old are you?
I'm 68.
Where you from?
I'm from Tallahassee.
You have kids?
3 girls.
How old is your oldest?
50.
So he has 68 years experience of living, that's a boy. He got 50 years of being a dad, that's a boy. You have grandkids.
Yes. So,
How old is the oldest?
it's only 11.
11 years of experience being a granddad. Books on top of books. Y'all have so many stories around y'all. You can have obituaries are good starting points too. No, for real. Go in the funeral and listen to stories of people. There's stories all around us. Probate stories. Watch the kid in law school. Like, even they hear the story. We'll know about the children, but about your dad. Ain't that backwards? People like children live like their children. Now I heard that frog. That frog jumping away. She made those spots hot. Mr. Daniels talking about what he did to the land and all that. Y'all, use these Jews. Use them. And they're all around. It ain't just here. It's Jews all. Learn to pull a story from that. Learn. Sometimes you gotta go through it. But you can watch other people. These poets. A good poem is a great poem is a great story. It's just short. Learn the experience. So you can surprise. Y'all got some poems that can be books. Spread it out. If you get writer's block, what y'all gonna do? Talk it out or write a haiku. Get that thought process going. Where it might lead you might go get a boot there DVD in with a dog. You don't know. You don't know.
I do have a question as we're closing. What is one thing that you took away from tonight that you're not only going to just ponder on, but you're going to act on?
Well, I'm gonna let you publish my, although I don't need you to publish my book, but I can do it myself.
You know how to do it.
No, but I still wanna have that experience of you publishing my book. So now they're bragging about you.
Okay.
She published this book right here. So sometimes you might not need somebody, support it anyway, y'all.
Sometimes it's just about support, that's right.
Now, listen, I can't do you like that. I ain't gonna give me no crime she can represent me. You gonna go there for. You gonna go there for.
Two big takeaways with the woman who said journaling daily, and that was a good prompt to just, hey, even if it's a couple of lines or if it's a big event, just do that every day as just an everyday habit. And also the woman who talked about doing an audiobook. Makes perfect sense. Everyone's so busy, it's hard to take the time to do physical reading. But audiobook, anybody can do on the go, at work, whatever, so that makes a lot of sense to me.
There's a lot of people on audiobooks, y'all.
Totally.
Yeah.
Some of y'all have distinctive voices.
Yeah.
Y'all can do talkovers. Like it's money in that.
Oh, and I do AI voiceovers. in my-
And how does that work?
I can, and I've been doing it since before ChatGPT, so but once ChatGPT came out, everything got better. But in doing your audio, using your audio book as an example, we can actually type in, we can choose the voice, the gender, man, woman, child. You can make hundreds of voices, and you can have that person reading your book, as opposed to if you're, like, the reason I started is because even though I've been on radio, I hate my voice. Because you get used to hearing it in your head, through your bones and structure and everything, but once you hear it out and recorded, it's not the same. So when I hear my voice, I'm like, that's not me. So, I've been using AI for years for like voiceovers for like commercials, videos and things like that, so that I don't have to personally say it, and I can say it. If I have to change languages, I can put it in Spanish, Hindi, whatever I need to put it in. So if you guys are doing books and you want to have translations, that's the easiest way.
So even commercials, even with business and commercial.
And now I do the videos, pictures. I did all the illustrations of my book using AI. I prompted all of that. So whatever you need.
You gonna pass it around?
I can't. This is a gift.
You write that probate book too. And you write one becoming a lawyer. Or becoming your lawyer. And you need to write one about the process of becoming real estate agent. Your rules and don'ts, in and out, and your journey. You do 1 year, and 5 years, you want 5 years of, it's gonna be long and long, you're gonna learn stuff. Man, that's something how to do something good. No. You want to sell them a house, you sell the book. Somebody that ain't gonna read a book, buy a house. Use all your, don't just use it one way, yeah. Don't you got a sister that do for you? Don't you got a sister that do for you? Let me think about you. Y'all got a lot of stuff in the house. The paper, right here. Any more questions?
He kind of answered a little bit, but I got an author friend that I talked to right before I came here, and she needs somebody to, she had somebody to record her book, but they didn't use the right equipment, or didn't have a soundproof room, so she's going through a lot of transition. Do you have somebody on your team that?
Well, she should change her voice to background noise, and it'll cover that. I'll take you there.
So your question was if I have someone?
Yeah.
Yes, so one of the, authors that published their book, Ashley Scott, Zoe's Adventures. Zoe's Zoo Adventures. Sorry, Ashley. But yes, she has an audio book, and so I still have that person on my team.
Okay.
Yes.
Any more questions? Now, give me asked a question earlier on a few people answered about what two things you got out of this.
Consistency, and when you think you're blocked, it's time to pivot. There's not only one story to be told, there's stories all around you. Some of your biggest supporters may be strangers, so don't be afraid to put your stuff out there. And yeah, that's really consistent. That's the ultimate, at least for me, that's really good. Keep going.
Anybody else? Melissa? You got about 4 high schools, right? I know what you got.
Yeah, I definitely have got that, and I wasn't thinking about writing a book, but.
Ms. Thomas? You got a book over there?
The commitment, I bring that commitment, and, you can't write and talk out.
Somebody from table 17 beside Mr. Walker. I want to hear your sister talk. I know, that's why I want to hear her talk.
She's very good writer.
I heard you bragging about it earlier, that's why I want to hear her talk. We talk before the show. I want them to hear her talk like you do. Keep it in your shit. Go ahead.
I often get a lot of people telling me that I need to write because they see my content on Facebook. But I just do what I do, not really thinking that I'm writing and telling stories, but they tell me you're telling stories. And you can either start a blog or write a book. But I've just never stepped out there to do it. Because I don't know why. I just haven't.
Now, sister, can you brag on her like you were doing earlier? Go ahead.
So, whenever I get something done, I don't release it to anyone until I say, hey, look at this one. So go ahead. She got me. It's my secretary.
And what I heard her say, though, Keith, is that she already has content on her feed. So all she has to do is go to her page and just pull those different stories that you posted to inspire and encourage other people, and then just pull them together. And there's your book. A lot of times, I want to shout out Priscilla Jean Lewis because she wrote a book called Hey Caregiver, and her book signing is coming up September 27th. But she took something that she does every single day, taking care of her mom, and there was another family member that she took care of, and she flipped it into something inspirational. She was already journaling. She did that. She was an avid journaler. That's what she did whenever she was down on herself or wanted to give up or things were getting hard with what she did day to day. And so she flipped what she did to inspire and encourage herself, to encourage others. And so that's what you can do. You already have the content out there, you already have the interest in the audience because people are already telling you should do this. And so now you can just pull that content together and compose your book. One of the things I did with my book is it didn't start out as poems, it started out as journal entries. Over the years, me just pouring my heart out on the page as I learned things, as I was coming through challenges and when I wanted to give up. And so I started going back over those, and of course I had to clean them up to publish them, but the core, the content was already there and it was authentic because it was what I was going through at that time. And so you already have the content, now you just need to put yourself on the calendar, commit to your why, and put everything together.
What makes you want to do real estate? You went out? So, when you look for, how you look for your clients?
I do a lot of social media. Word of mouth.
So, your friends that rent, that's your target market. Plus what you're doing. So if you're trying to buy some land or buy a house, I tell you, right around Tallahassee, look for the house that's unkept. And you'll be surprised what you might find. The city of Tallahassee actually has somebody that does that, and they give them fines. Do the same thing. You might find you something. Or you might find your agent.
And an underserved niche market in Tallahassee is probably.
So be proactive. Whatever you do might work, but something else might work just as well. So your goal is to get what you can. Because once it's sold, or somebody else get it. Y'all know somebody need a real estate? Need a lawyer? Need a lawyer? Need a publisher? Need a sister that help? Hey, I illustrator. So y'all use each other, get to know each other. We do this once a year, but we're gonna actually start doing master class. It's gonna be a fee to it. We decided what fee. It's more structured towards what you need. Please sign up for that. People ask for this more often. It's just hard for me to commit to time because of this. And I will commit to this because I know it every night. And she said, now, you came on 4th. And she said, yeah, she had come Saturday. I did it by myself, I did it twice with Gary. And that's what they say, you must come to the next. I said, come to it, what you know? What? I was like, I do. You just did it. So, you've grown, you take it over. Now you cut you off all the time, you cut me off. Okay. But Kimi, I said, so let's grow, y'all. Plant seeds. And even have the seeds throw them in the yard, something might grow. But the goal is to have a yard to grow that real estate.
And you have to be willing to grow, or you have to be willing to grow those seeds, right? Because one of the things that I shared earlier on is that I told him what I was dealing with as far as like wanting to get better with public speaking. So had I not voiced that, I never would have had the opportunity for this particular opportunity. And now we're 3 years later, and I don't feel completely comfortable, but I don't feel how I felt when I was on the call with him. So you also have to be willing to be transparent and vulnerable to get to that next step.
We want to thank y'all for coming, y'all. Other thing, y'all, Signature Lounge, they do breakfast every morning. It's also available for room. This is the big part of the room. They have a smaller room. People that got like 10 or less friends, small rooms like that, fill it up. We do Black and White Wine every first and third Friday. We actually have our erotica show tomorrow. We're not playing with kids for tomorrow's show. We're not playing kids for tomorrow's show. We have the book festival here from 12 to 4 on Saturday. That's free. Please come back. We have, you can speak on the mic, advertise the business. We got vendors. Please, you know, somebody that like books, let us come buy books. And can y'all please pass yourself out? You have pass out there? Okay. Did you bring any cards? Did you pass them out? That's everybody. Some of them might not need it right now. Next week, I really see it. That's how life appropriate. Anybody want to say anything before we close out?
I want to say something. I want to say, Keith, thank you so much for what you do and your consistency and doing it. You don't have to do this and offer it free for the community, but you do it because it's your passion and it's your heart. And like I said, you do so much. You're so busy, but you always find time for people. There's never a time that I talk to you and you don't inspire me. And so every time I talk to you, I'm walking away with something, and I appreciate that. You're never too busy. Even when we saw each other and you were in the midst of court and lunch, we were able to sit down and have a conversation, and I left inspired. So, you know, I know that you encourage people a whole lot, but I also want to make sure that I give you your flowers and that you know that I appreciate you and that you're also encouraged in the work that you do, because you really do make a difference. Not just in the events that you do, but the people that you sow into. So thank you.
Now, I usually don't let nobody out nice to me, but I'm gonna let you have this, all right? You've been out nice, all right? Well, thank y'all for coming. Thank you once again. Tell them how they can follow you online. We got Black and White Wine t-shirts, sweaters, we got air fresheners, we got my books up here, purchase something, yes.
If anybody would like to assist me in my campaign and running for governor,
Yes, sir.
if you would give me a call, I would greatly appreciate it. I have a card in case you did not write the number down. I'm trying to get at least 200 people in every city that I go to.
Yeah.